anniversary, Sara. So this is what I'm going to be working on today. This layout here is one that Sara made maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more, and she did it in 2 parts. She did the first part where she just did the background on her channel, and then she did the rest of it on the Spiegelbaum Scraps channel. So I'll link those down below, and this is as far as I got. And I started this maybe like last April with my For the Love of Homemade Kits kit, and yeah, it's not exactly how I imagined it to be. And often when that happens, I blast it with a bit of white mist, especially one that sort of dries a little bit lighter, and I do like it a little bit better. It's not quite as nice as Sara's, but we'll get there. The reason I picked these colours is to go with this photo, and this is, so not only is this project very apt to use for Sara's YouTube party, but this photo of this little guy, because we've both got a fur baby called Fitzwilliam. So this is my version, his is a dog version, but he thinks he's a dog and he acts like a dog. So the way I came about the colours was to use inspiration from, I think it was this paper that was in my kit. The rest of them weren't. I pretty much pulled them from scrap, but I went through Glitter Girl and Sparkle City because they have this motif. And cat photos are one of the few times that I'm brave enough to use this because I have phobias. So I wouldn't do this for just anyone, and I also wouldn't film in horrible heat for just anyone. So this is going to be filmed in fits and starts, because even a fan, much less the noisy air conditioner, their camera will pick up that sound. They've got these colours, so pink, red, navy, purple, I think. This sheet's awesome. It's got all the colours, and they're going in both directions, so I'm going to have to use a big bit of that. And sort of that's what I tried to do with these pinks and reds on the navy background. Didn't quite work, but hopefully by the time I've piled everything else on, added a bunch of layers and other bits, we'll get there in the end. Sara's quite minimalist and elegant. I don't even bother trying these days anymore. It's not going to happen. And fortunately, this motif of Chamel's is slightly less menacing than some others, and I'm going to go really heavy-handed with it, not just the token one, because of the title. And the title feeds into this, what looks like he's making a slightly inappropriate gesture with his paw, and it's all about him gloating that he stole his sister's favourite chair. So that's what that's going to be all about. The first thing that I'm going to do, after having taken off the branding strip, and it's starting to warp again, I fed it through the mink twice. So branding strip off, chopping up a bunch of these. Some of them are already like really randomly sized, like, you know, this, and so I'm going to go through. I just did one pass and picked out a lot of stuff from those Chamel collections, because I know that's going to go, and I can't think in the heat, so I just was not going to even try and see what happens. It was one of those just don't overthink it, pull it out and worry about it later kind of situations. So I'm going to turn the camera off, flip the aircon back on, and get chopping. Okay, I have a plan. Sort of. So I've cut some random bits of paper. I don't know exactly how I'm going to arrange them, and I've got this journaling card and this frame, which I'm not going to use the middle, but it probably will be a good spot to hold the embellies or the title, because Sara's got this little cluster here, and so if I put that on the frame, I'm not sure where I'll put the title. I could put the title there, or I could put it underneath. I don't know. Sara's used a lot of little frames that she's cut up behind the photo, so this is kind of my nod to that, and because I've got a whole bunch of them, and because after I printed the photo, I accidentally cut the white border off. So that's why I also want to bring in another frame. So the next order of business will be to ink everything up and sort of arrange it, figure out how it's all going to sit, and then start gluing. Glare, sorry, overhead lights. It's overcast as well as hot which is not the worst thing because the sun heats things up even more, but it does make filming that little bit more challenging. Right, I think this is as good as it's going to get. I was thinking of putting something underneath there, but then I'm going to lose most of this pattern, so I might just leave it and see, just run with it for now and then see what happens with it. I've got a whole bunch of random die cuts and stickers and stuff like that, so I just want to add a couple more glue dots under here because it's popping up, and figure out which ones for sure I want to use. Oh, this was from another layout that I didn't end up using. I thought I could use it here, but it doesn't look like I will. I don't know. Okay. These I could also cut down a little bit more. Definitely think this is a good idea because this one, it's more of that greeny colour, so if I bring some of that over here, and I think you don't need to see the whole thing to know that that's what it is because it's being used so many times. I'll definitely come back with some ink. This guy is quite instrumental in the colour scheme, but that's kind of purple on purple. I don't know. Maybe I can put him. If I do put the title down here somewhere, I might be able to find a home for him there. This lenticular one is a definite yes. Sarah's actually put some stuff at the top up there, so I don't know that I'll do that, although I could. And putting it here could be a bit of a... I need to figure out some fonts for the title. I think perhaps to bring in a bit the white again. I wonder if I've got something holographic. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, those ascenders and descenders are a bit of a nightmare. So if I put maybe this guy here, draws a bit more attention to the title. Let's see what I can make in here. That could work. I didn't have high hopes for it, but we might actually get there. The chipboard sheet, there's this bit. I wonder if I can put it over this side because it's got that guy there. Traffic light is a little bit far removed, and once it's on, it's on. I just can't lose him because that sort of defeats the purpose. Does that look weird? I think it looks weird. I'm going to cut it off here. I just don't like that stick. How much is going to go off the page here? Percy's going to go right off the page. No, the stick's got to go. Okay. Before that gets thoroughly stuck down, I try and use glue dots where there's mixed media in the background, even though they'll probably stick to that. It's not too lumpy, it's fairly smooth, but I'd rather not find out the hard way. And definitely some words over here. One of these somewhere, just, yeah, one of those has to go there, and maybe that red one, something else red, we shall see. Okay, ink. Oh, this was, did not think that through. Okay, this cat. I'm just going to chuck it down because then I'm not going to have to go and put it back on that chipboard sheet. It's so warm now, and it's what, 11 o'clock. Yeah, nothing is sticking, even with glue dots. They're just melting right off. Oh, there was a little balloon dog, because he kind of acts like a dog. And cats and dogs. He and his sister fight like cats and dogs. All that kind of stuff. Don't know. Right, I'll put him there as needs to be put somewhere. I think it stopped recording at some point. Alright, I'm going to put the journaling down, and then I'm going to come back with some sprinkly bits, and then hopefully we are done. There before I ruin it completely. If you've stumbled across this without having seen all the other girls, the link up is in the description box below with everybody's video in the order that Sarah has put them in, and there is lots of awesome inspiration. I can't wait to see what everyone makes, and I know Sarah's having a giveaway on her channel, so if you want to go into the draw for some prizes, definitely visit Sarah's channel. And even if you don't, visit her channel anyway, because this is all about her and celebrating her milestone on YouTube. So congrats again, Sarah. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And here's to another great 5 years. So I will put some stills and everything on my blog, maybe even at the end of the video, though I can't promise. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye.